Down and down and down again. Rung after rung after rung to run down a long forever way to nowhere. A simple path, a line that was defined before we first stepped off the edge. We beg to find another way, but all around despair is only empty, hollow air. Don't look down. Don't see how far it is to fall. And still we do not know what lurks so far below and waits upon the ground. The only sound, the howling gale that tries to break us, and the tinny click and clack of rusted rungs begun so far above. Or below. Which way we move is but a distant glimpse of what might once be hope, but now is only vertigo. As metal creaks and screams, the beams of this iron, thin and dying skeleton we hold to spite the sky. We don't want to die, but what else is there to do but climb? Don't look down. Don't look up. The rung above is smooth and white and cool as aged bone, slick and brittle as the future, dead and silent as the past. The rung below is eaten through with rust and creaks and snaps to amber dust when we try to place a foot upon it. Fall away, rotten thing, and leave us to grip with stiff and frozen fingers as we try to linger here and not look down. Not follow in your path. Not surrender to the air. There is another noise, a screeching cry from out the sky and lost as fast within its wide embrace. It is a body. No, a pair. A dozen panicked, flailing shapes, their mouths agape with all the terror that we keep within our heart and try to swallow, as the void that claims these souls will swallow them. It is raining. Cadavers that do not know they're dead. Or do they? For from their ragged throats they seem to have no doubt as to their fate. They shout and plead and bargain for gravity to wait and give another chance to hold the ladder close. Then they are gone, abandoned by all but the indifferent pull of the waiting ground below. But they fall slow enough that maybe we may see within their faces us. In feature or in name there's no reflection but the dreadful, pained inflection of their fall. We see our end. And when they pass so fast it seems perhaps they were not there at all. We pause and sweat and shake and swear it will not be us. And we don't look down. The wind returns to shake the rails to which we bind our path and bids us to continue, but something has changed. We reach up with a shaking hand. No. We reach down with a nervous foot. No. And all within an instant comes the gut-felt blow that we no longer know which way we were directed. A moment comes to mind from tinted memory of finding that the sole escape for us was down. Beyond the crumbled precipice, to descend upon this shaking metal thing and find a solid earth below it, where we might be free. And yet, there is another, other-coloured, but no less in focused clarity and recall, a muddy, fetid swamp that clings in cloying, clumping damp and tries to pull us to itself and claim our last breaths within its awful depths. So in the dread of our extremity we grasp the slick and filthy rungs to pull us up and out. But now the air is all we see, and there may be no cliff or swamp to flee or imagine as salvation from this ladder that is all we know exists. All else is empty. And so we wait, our breath held close within our chest, as we wait for a sign of what's to come, where we might go. We look up at last, and see its twisting stretch that pulls away in all infinity to nothing, and we retch to think of all that way to climb to find nothing but a waving, orphaned tip. Surmounting all our fears, we look down at last, and the space below us is not endless, but far worse. The ground is there, so bleak and bare and hard, and waiting hungry for our fall. How many miles we cannot count, for as we try to think about such measurements, it seems to move away. And yet such distance does not dim its need to feed upon our shattered, broken form. And so we cling, desperate, unmoving, holding out with all our might against the smouldering fire of that awful dark desire to surrender to the open arms of empty air, as the bodies start to fall around us once again. Right. Well, I guess that's it then. Come on.